Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional women. As recording time of 11:19 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,942, up about 0.3% so far. With respect to over crypto market, we could see clearly on this Sunday morning, and I would say collectively with respect to the entire Saturday as well, we've been just gliding on a sideways fashion, not really doing much, like just shifting up and down, in like a $10 range the entire day. And if you look at the opening price, we opened at $2,933. So we are basically like $7 above it right now. And collectively on this like weekend, in the last I would say 36 hours, we've been on the same level so far. And I guess in a way, we kind of deserve this kind of normalization or just like kind of consolidation, knowing the fact that last week was a relatively volatile week for obvious reasons, right? With respect to a lot of the corporate earnings that came out, that seems like, collectively is kind of a mixed bag, right? Especially on the tech side of the world, which we saw Netflix dropping by close to 40%. Which in terms of the FANG tech stocks characterization, you see one of the biggest giants fell by 40%, conveying a negative outlook on the economy going forward, and then subsequently being supported by Jerome Powell's verbiage on Thursday, with the meeting between Sarah Eisen from CNBC with Christine Lagarde, Jerome Powell himself, and other financial leaders of the world on depicting the inflationary pressure, domestically in the U.S., but also globally as well going forward. And during that meeting, Jerome Powell has specifically laid out a relatively aggressive number in the upcoming FOMC meeting in May. Right, so seems like the interest hikes by twofold from 25 basis point to 50 basis point will be coming imminently. So with that being said, right, it conveys a relatively negative sentiment among investors, right, knowing the fact that you technically have to pay, a double of the interest debt payment that you were paying historically on a corporate level. Also, at the same time, for you and I as well, we will be having to pay a double of amount of interest rate payment on a month-to-month basis going forward. I mean, with that being said, it will basically give you a haircut in terms of your profit margin, or a double in terms of your cost expenses going forward, right? Which doesn't do anybody any favor at all. So that being said, drive the negative sell-off across the market, right? And you saw that severely among the equity side. So what's going on now, right? With respect to, we do have a relatively, a good 6 days away from the ending of April, shifting into May. So in terms of the technical, we can identify the momentum going forward, right? If we're going to see more of a correction coming, what will be the technical bottom that makes logical sense, right? Because you can never just like sell in one straight shot. Like people saying things like, oh, Ethereum could hit like 1750, Ethereum could hit like below 2000. But can that logically make sense, right? Ultimately, it has to make sense. So let's just dive into the technicals to see what makes sense if we're going to see more negative pressure, right? So, respect to recording time of, again, 11:22 a.m. on the Eastern Time. So right now with the 42 out of 70, and we have crossed down for quite some time now, right? So in terms of consolidation, we are consolidating, right, around the 2950 level, which is a non-substantive resistance level. A real level that is substantive is 285D that we need to confirm. And that's a good support based on every single time that we get there, we kind of bounce from there, right? And the next resistance level is the 3158, based on the current leap up and leap down from here, right? So the likelihood of actually surging back up as we get better confirmatory signal next week is much higher than actually leaping down because of the fact that we're relatively oversold already. So, going up is going to be a high propensity than going down from here based on the current setup. And if we're going to go down, I think 2853 is a logical buy, a dip for us collectively. Respect to Bitcoin, about 1%, anywhere from basically, current level all the way to 38,402 is comparable to like the 2853 in terms of the momentum of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So buying around this level right now is not terrible. Nor in fact that we've leaped down for quite some time and consolidating right now. Respect to Ethereum Classic, you can see that clearly with the $34. So if you match that with the previous level, we're basically at the previous green candle that we're forming. And is it a good level to buy now? I would say so, because at the 39 out of 70, the worst we could get to would be somewhere around like the 28, right? So in terms of anywhere from current level all the way to $28 is fair game to DCA. Dogecoin anywhere from basically $12 all the way to not $12, 12 cents all the way to $10.99 is still logical. The 44 out of 70. Cardano is about 0.6%, anywhere from basically 85 cents to 75 cents below is logical to dollar cost. We're at the 38 out of 70 already. So a crash is, I would say people are screaming crash, 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 but I would say it's already pretty much, we've seen it already. Again, the market tends to overreact and try to price in before it actually happens. So by the time that people say it's crash, it's already too late. It's already been kind of adjusted in already, right? With respect to Solana, is $100 right now. Anywhere from basically $85 to below is logical to DCA based on the current setup. But I would say anywhere from 90 beginning would be a good logical level because of the resistance level that formed prior. But in terms of, for me, I'd like anywhere 85 below from here. XRP is down about 1%, 69 to 57 based on the current setup right now. But for me, I think it's okay to start like incurring at 63 cents below from here. But 69 is not terrible. It's only 6 cents away, right? Respect to polkadot, it's down about 2% at 18.52 right now. Anywhere from basically $17 to below is fair game from here. ALGORAND's down about 1.5%. That's 70 cents at the moment. Anywhere from basically, again, right, current level all the way down to 67 cents is logical to DCA. Shiba Inu is down about 0.17%. Anywhere from 2100, 1400 to 900 would be the levels to leap that I will be DCAing accordingly on the DCA levels. Right now it's okay, right? The 45 out of 70. So as we sell down, right, 2100 will be a good level to dollar cost average, knowing the fact that we've bounced from there several times in the past, right? Just look at the resistance. Polygon down about 0.67%, 142 to 120 would be the good frame to DCA. So we're within the range right now, so it's not terrible to buy right now. AVAX down about 0.52%, 59 to 50 would be a good level to dollar cost average. And then lastly, with respect to Terra, right now it seems like we're forming head and shoulder. It's a head, shoulder, and shoulder. It's 48 out of 70 right now. So selling down back to 62, 52 to 45 would be where the DCA at. So today's another flat day. I guess we all collectively deserve a flat day with a lot of not a lot of volatility, right? But we'll keep an eye out on the international market as it opens up around like 4:35, p.m. That's when the other side of the world start to wake up and you start to see some volatility coming because of buying pressure or selling pressure contingent on the investor sentiment. So we'll keep an eye out, and I'll let you guys know if there's any needle drivers to be aware of. But in the meantime, have a good Sunday, and I will look forward to catching up with you guys on the next one. Take care.